Okay, so in continuation with our initial things, like Z inolate gives the syn product and E inolate gives the anti-product. We'll see now the how the mechanism occurs with this all these things. So uh, this is our reaction. Only one new steric center is created. So there is no question of diastereoselectivity in this case. So this is simple example where only one stereoselective center, only one uh, hydroxyl group which has chirality here. No other and no not any other carbon atom they do possess the stereoselectivity. So there is no question of the diastereoselectivity. So which product is major, which one is minor? So there is no question in this case. If two centers are there, if two chiral centers are there, now here, so if you pay attention now here, we have changed the starting material. Now here is a methyl group and two hydrogen atoms. So two hydrogen atoms they are enolizable now. Okay, and one methyl group there. We are going to generate one carbon carbon single bond at the end. So one hydrogen out of these two hydrogen, one hydrogen is getting replaced, or that one is that means that hydrogen is getting eliminated. That one is forming, there is formation new carbon carbon single bond. So in this way, in the final product we got two stereo centers now. Okay, so where hydroxyl group is present. Okay, so aldol hydroxyl group, beta hydroxyl group. So at beta position, one new chiral center has been created, and at alpha position, one new chiral center has been created. Now we have two stereogenic center, and now we have to assign the configuration. Okay, so it's very important now which product is major, which one is the minor product. So because two new stereogenic centers are present, two diastereoisomers, possibility of formation of two diastereoisomers. Okay, so here now our real things has been started uh, in case of aldol reaction. So this is the stereoselective aldol reaction. So generation of two new stereogenic center, and we have to assign the configuration of these two new stereogenic center. So normal, what is the normal reaction? So we are going to treat this ketone with strong base. Here we have taken lithium diisopropylamine. So there is a generation of enolate. Okay, so now everything is revolving behind this enolate formation. Pay attention at this enolate. So this enolate controls the stereoselectivity of these two product. Okay, so we are going to see into detail how this enolate controls the stereoselectivity of the this formation of this product. Okay, so enolate, formation of enolate is very important in our reaction in aldol reaction. Let's see one by one what is the role of enolates in our stereoselective aldol reaction. So enolate form as an intermediate. We know that enolate geometry controls the stereochemistry of the product. Okay, geometry, whether enolate is E or Z. Okay, that geometry controls the stereochemistry of the product. The important point about substituted enolate is that they can exist as two geometrical isomers, cis or trans. We'll see on next slide which is cis enolate and which how to write the cis enolate and how to write the trans enolate. Which enolates form is an important factor controlling the diastereoselectivity, because it turns out that in many examples of the aldol reaction. Okay, so geometry of the enolate matters. So now cis enolate gives synaldol preferentially and trans enolate gives anti-aldol preferentially. Now we will go for the real things of how cis enolate gives the synaldol and how trans enolate gives the anti-aldol. Okay, so that we will see now. So in enolate formation, now how enolate is forming, and we know three hydrogens are present with oxide abstracts base. There is generation of negative charge on the CH2 minus. That one shifting in between carbon carbon, and negative charge is placed on the oxygen atom. So in resonance form, this is nothing but the enolate. So now we are going to see what is the Z and enolate. Okay, so aldol reaction has a chair-like transition state, as we know everyone. Aldol aldol reaction will get this type of transition state, 6-member transition state is forming. Once we got enolate, okay, here pay attention, okay, pay attention here. Oh, we got here enolate, and this enolate we normally we do react with the another molecule of the aldehyde, okay. So this enolate we got from the one molecule of aldehyde. That means normally we do react 2 moles of aldehyde with each other. So 1 mole of aldehyde is giving enolate, okay, and this enolate that one is reacted with the second molecule of aldehyde, okay. And this enolate, what the enolate that one is forming, whether that one is E or Z, that one controls the stereochemistry. So now when this enolate reacts with the aldehyde, the way of reaction of this enolate and aldehyde, it matters a lot. And whenever they are forming, breaking and making bond occurs in these two species, there is a formation of one 6-membered cyclic transition state. So pay attention how different bonds they have broken and how new bonds they have been formed in to form a new beta hydroxyaldol. Okay, so here enolate oxygen has oxygen possesses lithium. Okay, so nucleophile, enolate is nucleophile, as we know very well. So nucleophilic attack occurs. So the bond between oxygen lithium shifts in between the carbonyl group, and this carbon carbon double bond, it acts as a nucleophile, and that one is attacking on the carbonyl carbon of the second molecule of aldehyde. Okay, so and this oxygen, the lone pair in between carbonyl oxygen, it abstracts again this lithium metal. Okay, and here is a, so bond making and bond, all which bonds have been broken, which new bonds have been formed, that one we have to show with these dashed lines. Okay, so if we will see, there is a formation of 6-membered cyclic transition state, in which we have sum of all broken bonds as well as newly formed bonds. Okay, so this is very important experimental facts. How can we explain them? Aldol reactions are another class of stereoselective process with the cyclic transition state. During the reaction, the lithium is transferred from the inert oxygen to the oxygen of the carbonyl electrophile. Pay attention. Now, lithium has been transferred from this inert oxygen to the oxygen of the carbonyl. Okay, carbonyl electrophile. This is represented in the margin both in curly arrow terms and as a transition state structure. A 6-membered ring is involved, and we can expect this ring to adopt more or less chair conformation. So we know that wherever a 6-membered ring is there, this 6-membered ring is present in chair conformation, which is more stable. Okay, so this 6-membered cyclic transition state now we can show in chair conformation, and in chair conformation where all these substituents they are taking place, what orientation they do possess with the, that means as per according to their size and everything. So we have to draw the chair conformation of this 6-member cyclic transition state. Okay, and on the basis of this chair conformation we can explain the stereochemistry or what product that we are going to form at the end.